Lust, and Lies. I'm your host, Ken Canion, on this Friday afternoon, in here with my man from Gifted Hands, doing what he always do, use his hands to be gifted, working on anything you want to do. If you want to make a house transform, I transform relationships, he transform homes. Look, that's what it is. So he transforming mine. And today, I'm going to transform your relationship or future relationship. So we're going to talk about what men really want, what good men want. Now, we know men that are not so good, they want just sex. I get that. Every man wants sex, but we're not talking about that part of it. What they do, we're going to talk about what good men really want. And we're going to talk about and how many of you are sabotaging your relationships and you don't even know why. So the doctor, Dr. Canion, the doctor of love, the doctor of romance, that guy is going to talk about it today. Hey, listen, y'all, I got something good. Stay to the end of this. I only do 30 minutes a day. Stay to the end. I got something I want to share with y'all. It's going to be really good. I've been doing this, y'all. I'm going to start promoting next week, but I really want y'all to stay. So anyway, today, we're going to talk about what really good men want. And see, a lot of times, women always talk about what they want, what I want in a man. I want this in a man. I want that in a man. I want a man to have a job. I want a man to love me. I want a man to work, to protect me. I want a man to understand me. I want a man to communicate with me. And you want all these things from a man. Yet, you never think about giving the things that he needs. Because many women think, well, if I give him some good loving, if I bend over backwards and give it to him any way he wanted, that's just it. No, that is the primal nature of man. See, the primal nature of a man, because we're built with testosterone, is to want to procreate or get busy or whatever you call it. That's the primal thing. But a man is so much more than his primal needs. Now let's talk about his mental and emotional needs. Because listen to me carefully. A man will never stay with you. Never. He will never make you his wife based on his primal needs. Just because you got good pussy doesn't mean he's going to stay with you. I'm sorry. There's plenty of that out there. And the truth of the matter is, every woman thinks she's sitting on $1 million. According to my wife, if a woman know how to use that properly, she is sitting on $1 million. Well, she had got a lot of money from me. Not quite $1 million, but she had got a lot of money from me. But anyway, I digress. So today, we're going to talk about what you need to become to get the man that you desire. And many people are not willing to become that. And so today we're going to talk about that. All right, I'm the host of Love, Lust, and Lies. I am Ken Canion, your host extraordinaire, the relationship and personal development guru specialist. I'm good at this. All right, those of you who've been listening to me for a while, you know that I'm good at this, and you know that the stuff that I say is true. You might not agree with everything I say, but you know I come from a place of truth. Because a lot of times I'm not just saying emotional stuff. I'm giving you science. I'm giving you emotions. I'm giving you mental capacity. I'm telling you why. Not only how to do something, I'm telling you why to do it. So today, let's talk about what good men. Y'all, first of all, let's establish what a good man is. A bad man is a man, number one, who is not emotionally available, who just wants to use you, manipulate you, get sex from you, or whatever. A good man is a man who may want to have a relationship with you. His qualities and characteristics have nothing to do with, I want to use you, okay? He may not want to have the relationship when you want to have it, but his whole objective is not to just use you, all right? So today, I'm going to give you I could have broke this up into 2 shows or 3 shows, the truth is. But I just decided to do this one, and we're going to get started. So the first thing you must understand, please understand this. And I've never heard anybody say this other than me. Now, I'm not saying nobody has ever said it. I look at other relationship coaches. I read. I've read tons of books, and I've listened to a lot of people. But nobody's ever said this. And a lot of them come from a space of really just not practicality to me. So, here it is. Number one, one of the biggest mistakes women make is they think that men will commit to them based on what they do for them. Okay, I'll say it again. Women think that men will commit to them based on what you do for them. So you think, okay, I'm gonna pick up his kids. I'm gonna give him sex. I'm gonna do all of the things that he wants me to do. I'm gonna be there for his kids. If he wants me to pick, I'm a ride or die chick. I'm that chick. And you think he's going to commit to you based on that. And that is the biggest misconception, oh, good Lord, biggest misconception that you can make. Here's why. Men don't commit to you based on what you do for them. Men commit to you based on who you are to them. Oh my goodness. I'll say it again. Men don't commit to you. They don't marry you. They don't commit to you based on what you do for them. Listen to me carefully, because many people have the misnomer. They think that if I do all of these things, I will become more valuable in his sight. And then you wonder why, after a while, he's with somebody else. You wonder, how is it that I gave this man? You ever heard women say this? This is prime example. You've ever heard women say things like this? I've given him the best years of my life. I've given him this. I gave him my money. I gave him my house. And what they find out is the guy left. The truth is they do not give it. Men don't commit to you based on what you give them. They commit to you. They marry you based on who you are to them. And I'm going to explain that. See, and so what I tell women is stop focusing on giving them everything and start focusing on becoming everything. Oh my God. Stop focusing on giving him everything and start focusing on becoming everything. Becoming the things that I'm about to tell you. So, as I said before, I could have done this in 2-3 parts. I decided to do it on a Friday afternoon because some people need this. All my coaching clients, I got a real good testimonial of one of my clients. And she called me and said, you know what, Ken? I cannot believe that when I called you 6 months ago, I was this messed up. I cannot believe I was this screwed up. And I said, yeah, you was. You were screwed up. She says, looking back, I was sabotaging myself. I was keeping myself from having that which I desired. And I said, it was only when I opened up and decided to listen and not just talk. And when your voice became louder than my own, I was able to listen. And now she's in a great relationship. She said the dude about to propose to her. She says, but I'm ready to love again because I've been working on me for the last 6 months. I am fundamentally a different individual. And many of you out there, until you decide that who I am is not the person I need to be to attract what I want, you'll change. But if not, you'll stay the same and keep getting the same results. All right? Now, so let's get busy. What good men really want. And I had to narrow it down. I had 15 things. Now, all of them, they're not in any particular order, y'all. So don't say it. I just wrote the top 6 things that men want. Okay, that they want you to become. Number 1, a man wants positive energy. Listen, y'all. When you're in a committed relationship, when you're married, at my house, I don't want to argue with my wife. The number 1 thing that I need at home is peace. And see, here's the thing. There are so many women out there. You want to get committed, but you got the wrong attitude. Your energy is wrong. And you want to argue about everything because of your pain brain. Your pain brain says, this is what I went through in the past. I'm going to go in there, guns are blazing. And so what they're saying is that the energy is negative. Nobody wants to be around negative energy. And let me tell you what negative energy is. Angry energy. Angry energy is the energy where you want to argue about every damn thing. Okay, you want to argue about this, you want to argue about that. He didn't take out the trash. He didn't do this, he didn't do that. And no one wants to be around somebody who always tells them what they don't do. You don't like it, and so why would you expect him to like it? You think that's going to get you further along, but it's not. The other energy that is negative energy is masculine energy. Masculine energy is the woman who says, I'm Mr. Independent. I don't need no man. I don't need anybody. I'm not saying, we already know you don't need a man. We know that because you've been without one. We know. And you don't have to tell us that by your energy that you want to handle everything. And listen, I'm not talking about traditional responsibilities. I'm just talking about too masculine. If a man, hey, listen, if a man want masculine energy, and he don't need no other energy just like his. And y'all, and so many women have taken on the role because, and I understand why, because you haven't been around a good man and you had to assume those roles. I get it. But I'm saying it's a balance. That feminine energy is there for a reason. And what happens is when your energy is not positive, no man is going to commit to you. So what I always tell people, work on your energy, work on your attitude, work on the things. And listen, if you understand that you get mad all the time, look, y'all, masculine energy is not conducive for attracting a good man. Period. Whether you like it or not. I'm just telling you. The second thing a man wants is physical attraction. Now, wait a minute. You might say, well, all men wants... No. Here's the misnomer. I'm not talking about you have to look a certain way. That's the misnomer. Physical attraction doesn't mean you have to look some way. Physical attraction means that you are attracted to him in some way. See, the truth is we're all physical beings. We're physical creatures. We're sexual creatures. But attraction comes in so many different forms. Don't you like different men? Some like them dark-skinned, short, tall. Some women may not date. I don't care how good the man looks, you won't date a short man. You like physical attributes. Now, but here's the thing that gets people screwed up about physical attributes. You think you're under the impression because you've looked at the media, you've looked at the outside yourself, and instead of taking whatever you have, your assets, and becoming the best that you can be, being the best that you can be about you, and that if that visually pleasing to whoever that is, but you first got to be visually pleasing to yourself. Now, here's what I mean by that. If you think that I'm not visually pleasing to myself, do you think you're gonna be visually pleasing to someone else? If you don't love the way you look, then you can change it. But what I say is accept what you have. Beauty, y'all, you'll be surprised. Have you ever seen, and on this show I keep it real. You ever seen a dude, ladies? A dude, he might be fine to you. And then he might be with a woman, you like, how he get her? What is it about her? And see, here's the thing. What you make the assumption, and you make the assumption that everybody likes the same things. Just because you make the assumption that he's attracted to her for the same reason that someone else, we generalize all of these things, which is totally wrong. And I'm going to tell you what makes you more attractive. People don't know this, but your attitude, your confidence, all of the things, your congeniality, all of those things actually make you attractive. There's studies on this. This ain't just Ken Canion, y'all. Studies. I bring in a whole bunch of useless information. So there has to be a point about you that is physically attractive. Now, what I mean by that, it might be your smile. It might be the way you wear your hair. It might be your teeth. I don't know what it is. It might be the way you walk. It might be the clothes you wear. I don't care what it is. But the truth of the matter is, we cannot negate that physical attraction plays a part in this. Now, if you let yourself go completely and you want to attract somebody who does not let themselves go, then you cannot expect to attract somebody. You have to be willing to be the best that you can be. And that's just, okay, I'm gonna say something right here that's gonna probably cause a stir. And I will say this. A man can still love you and not be attracted to you. Okay? A man can still love you and not be attracted to you. And so what that is those are two different things. Now, because we're talking about a romantic relationship, now you want him to be attracted to you romantically. He might still love you, but he might not want to have sex with you. And you might say, wow, that ain't possible. Yes, it is. Because what we're saying is the physical attractiveness that you exhibit. Yeah, I might love you. I might still love you, but I might not be attracted to you. So they are separate. Don't make the mistake to think just because a man is physically attracted to you, that just because he is physically attracted to you, romantically, he loves you, that he might be physically attracted to you. That's not necessarily true. That's not true at all. And so people will let themselves go. They'll be in a relationship and they'll let themselves go and they say, he doesn't love me anymore. He doesn't know. He might love you. He might still love you, but he may not be attracted to you. And so that's the part of it that people don't want to get. And that happens on both sides. Women, same thing with you. The man let himself go. The next thing you know, he don't work out. He's not as tight as he used to be. Letting himself go. Don't get no haircuts. He's not looking good. Don't dress good. And you're not as physically attractive, but you just don't admit it. So I'm the doctor. I'm just being honest. Number 3, what a man wants. A man wants you to be authentic. Y'all, as bad as it is I hear everybody faking on Instagram, people faking on Facebook, putting up their good pictures. You ever notice how people take pictures from a certain angle? I don't have any problem with all that. Certain angles make your butt look bigger than it is. You're doing all these pictures up there, and you're projecting something out there, which is fine. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. You want to put your best foot forward. But then when you get with the person, you still projecting. You're not allowing the person to see who you truly are. See your quirks. See your shortcomings. Yo, listen. Here's the thing. The only reason you put your fake foot forward, I call it a fake foot forward, is because you believe that who you are is not enough. Y'all, stop that. Let people see who you truly are. That way you ain't got to backtrack and y'all been together for 2 years and then you become who you truly are. You say, I'm going to show my true self. Then the person's like, I don't know you. Who are you? I don't know you. Who are you? And the truth is that because you've been faking so long, they don't know who you are. So what I say is, be who you are. You don't have to show everybody everything at the beginning. But what you want to do is you want to be who you are. Be who you are. Be authentic. Be authentic. So now when you're authentic, you attract the kind of person that you want. Because if you're projecting an image, they're attracted to the image. And now I have to keep up that projection, that image, so that they'll stay around. That's hard ass work. That's hard work. Why would you do that? And then ultimately you get frustrated because the person doesn't like you, doesn't care for you, doesn't want you for who you are. The truth is, they don't know who you are. That's up to you. So I tell people, when you get in a relationship, here's what you do. Get in a relationship. What you want to do is, okay, I'm fine. Put your best foot forward. Don't show everybody everything. But after a while, you want to show them who you truly are. Tell them your true values. Tell them the things your true values, not this straight up bullshit we talk about. You know, where did you go to school? When did you graduate? Okay, where do you work? It means nothing. That's what you do. What you have to do is find out who they are. Who is the person? Tell me what you feel about this. Tell me what your core values are. Now I know who you are. We're so focused on connecting, feeling good. Our emotions. We want the dopamine to fall. Oxytocin hormone, dopamine. We want serotonin to fall. All of that. We want to feel good instead of being good. Instead of finding out, is this person good for me? Okay? Stop all that. And so what we're going to do at this point is be transparent, y'all. If you don't know how, shit, inbox me. Number four, trust. Now these are in no particular order. A good man wants to know that he can trust you. So listen, here's how I feel about this. And trust also means, I'm going to tell you what trust is. A lot of people don't believe it's trust. A trust is saying the things that might hurt the person, but you say it anyway now because I want to let you know I'm always about saying things that you can trust. And so what happens is, if a man knows that he can trust what you're saying, I'm not just talking about trust that you won't cheat. See, that's a given. See, that's the part I'm not talking. I'm talking about trust that you're going to tell him the truth. See, trust goes so many different ways. And we look at trust in a finite way, in a narrow scope. But trust is this. I trust that you're going to come through. I trust that you say you're going to do what you say you're going to do. I trust that you're going to be here when you say you're going to. I trust that you're going to tell me the truth, even if the shit makes me angry. I trust that when I hear it from you, I can believe it because I trust. But a lot of us, we tell lies because we think it's going to make them feel better. And I'm not saying going out hurt people feelings. That's not even what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about true authenticity and true transparency comes from the ability to trust. But see, here's the thing. Trust is something you give first instead of giving. I mean, it's something you give first instead of getting. So I'm going to give you trust. I'm going to assume I'm going to trust you. Now, I understand you inspect what you expect. Now, that's a term when I used to do corporate trainings. You inspect what you expect. I get that. If you expect this, inspect it. I'm okay with that too. But y'all, man wants to know he can trust you. And the last thing for today is this, is loyalty. Listen, my wife, you know what? She gonna cover me. She gonna stand up for me. Even if she don't believe it's right, she'll tell me privately, look, that wasn't cool. That wasn't good. That wasn't right. But in front of the crowd, look, she got my back. If I go to fighting, somebody jump on me, you're going to jump, hey, watch out, because she going to stick. See, loyalty goes like this. Most people, and the worst thing for a man is to believe that the woman he is with is disloyal. And you might think, well, you know, you hadn't earned it. Well, here's the thing. He ain't going to commit to you if he don't believe you loyal, period. And I know that if I turn my back, the loyalty that my wife's got, I don't have to worry about it. If he has to question your loyalty, then you ain't the right one. You're not the right one. And I'm going to give you a bonus one too, y'all. This will be a bonus one. Is transparency. A man wants you to be transparent. Y'all, let's stop hiding stuff. And we're so afraid. Now, I'm not saying, I understand that it takes time to earn it, but a good man wants you to be transparent. He doesn't want to feel like you're hiding something. He doesn't want to feel like he's in the dark about you, about who you are. Because whether you know it or not, and this is the part I'm going to tell you, a man, when he decides to be with you, committed to you, in his mind, he feels like he's taking a risk. So he feels like he's weighed out everything. And he feels like the reward is worth the risk. When I tell you, when I tell my friends, my family, my mama that you're my girl, I'm taking a risk. And a man, when he takes the risk, what you don't understand is all of these things, he's weighing out the reward behind the scenes, whether the risk of committing to you, just like you do. But I'm saying, so when a man says, he's my girl, she's my girl, this is my lady, he's taking a risk. Because what he don't know, the things that he don't know might hurt him. Oh, dog, that's your lady? For real? Yo, so here's where the transparency comes in. You don't tell him that you was with this other cat that he knows that you dated that cat. But be transparent and let him know. You might say, well, why does he need to know? Because if you want him to commit to you, what I need you to do is put all the information on the table and let him make an intelligent decision. Because what he's really doing is weighing reward and risk. That's it. That's my time. I could have did 2 today. I might do a part 2 next week. But look, that's what I got for you today. Y'all listen. Oh, let me tell you one thing. One thing before you go. One thing. Y'all listen. I'm starting next week. I'm going to be putting up the thing that I'm doing called Sip and Speak. You know how they have the sip and paint? I've been doing virtual sip and speaks, y'all. And it's the dopest thing ever. I'm putting out a video next week where I'm going to show you. It's going to be a promo video with some people who I've done it with. Y'all. And the way it works is you get a group of your girlfriends. It's only for ladies. You invite a group of your girlfriends to a sip and speak. And here's why it works. It's 3 things. First, you sip your wine, sip your drink of choice so you can relax. And then we're going to seek the answers that you want, the questions. And then what I want you to do is speak your truth. Now in this, y'all, it's like a TV show. I'm telling you, it is so dope. It is the dope. I've done a lot of dope stuff, but that right there is so dope. Sip and Speak coming to you starting soon. I've done 2. You're going to see testimonials, how they worked out. Y'all, it's 90 minutes. It's a pure show. But you know what? The last one lasts 2 hours, and the Sip and Speak is so good that the way I set it up is confidential. You have to be a host. If you're interested in it, you can be the host. But the host has to invite the people to the Sip and Speak. You have to know them. Because, y'all, the stuff that you learn in there. Woo! If you and your girlfriends want a night out, have fun through the COVID, inbox me. And let's work out the Sip and Speak. All right, y'all. That's my time. I'm Ken Canion. I'm out.